together we can.
Hello, my friends. I am so excited to share these two dies with you. One, it kind of goes with other stuff that we've already done, but the other one is like totally different and totally new, and I'm so excited to share it with you. So let me show you the first one. The first one is this, and it's an oval die set, stitched oval die set, but look at that word on there that's standing out like crazy that says only. What does that mean? It means it only does the oval stitching. It does not cut out an oval. What do you mean, Stephanie? Let me show you. So, because the word only is on here, that means it only does, and I'm stressing this because people email us and say, I ordered that, and I'm like, well, you didn't watch the video, because they thought that it cut out all the ovals. It does not cut out an oval at all. In fact, I'm gonna do all of the ovals on here. Oh, well, that was probably not a good idea because now they're all gonna snap to magnets. Okay, well, let's do some of them. So let's grab these. We'll do three. Oh, actually, let's do a small one too so you can really see. Okay, ready? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna run this through. And at first you're probably gonna say, I don't think that really makes sense, but watch. So we're gonna run that through. These are fun. They really add a lot to your project. And I have samples to show you, don't worry. Look, it creates that texture. Isn't that fun? So it's just gonna create the stitch lines in the oval shape. Now, why would you want that? Well, let me show you. Look, okay, this is like, oh, here, these are all good examples. But here's an example of it on a different shape and on our oval. See, of course it goes with the oval flippets because, you know, everything goes together in my line. But see, you can see the texture on the back here and on this scalloped oval. These two are my favorite examples because look at this one, and I'm gonna kind of move it around a little so you can really see it. Or actually, let me see if I can put that behind it to see if you can see that a little better. But they use the stitching kind of like I did, but all together, and added hello in there, and it just adds extra definition to your card. Here's another example of it using two and then stamping on the inside, which is really fun. And it just adds that extra oomph. So this one is a really good example too, just because you can really see just the stitch lines. So that's the only. Now we have these in other shapes. We have them in the circles, the rectangles, and the square. I think in the squares. Might have just told you a hint. But we have it in stitching that cuts it out, which is regular stitched ovals, but the only cuts the stitching, not the oval, okay? Dun, dun, dun. Okay, now the next thing I'm gonna show you, which, hang on, because I dropped my paper. So professional, I love it. Okay, the next thing I wanna show you is this die set, and I'm in love with this die set. This is what it looks like, and you're going, okay, it is a background die. Look at how fantastic. I'm gonna show you the samples first. It's a 2-die set. Look at what it creates. It makes those little circles and those dots, and they are so much fun. Here's another one where this designer, this was Kendra, actually did it at the bottom half and the top third on her card and left this part empty. So she die cut this twice. Isn't that fun? Okay, this one is probably my ultimate favorite. Who made this? Jenny did. Look at that. Now, you can use this with our ink blend, use our ink blenders. You could even use it with the markers if you wanted to create this look. We even have papers that are watercolored that you can buy that look like this already and die cut them on the angle. Isn't that fantastic? And here's our cute little Santa with a background. Fantastic. Now, let's cut this out. I do have to give you a heads up right now. You're gonna want the precision base plate. What is the precision base plate? That is a metal plate. You might already have it. It looks like this. It's metal. It's gonna go metal against metal. Now, if I was going to cut, let me show you a sample of this. Ooh. Ooh, okay. If I was going to cut just this rectangle, I would never, ever, ever in a million years use this precision base plate. Why? Because this precision base plate is so strong, eventually, if I kept doing this over and over, it would skew this. It would make it bend the wrong direction. Now, if it bends just this way, that's not a big deal. Don't email me when your die does this. that's okay. It's not a big deal. You just bend it back, okay? Don't worry about that. But you don't want it to lose its rectangle shape. And running this through, we found in QC, in quality control at Sizzix, eventually those dies will start to skew a little. So what you're gonna wanna do is use your regular cutting pads for this. But when you're gonna use this die, look at how many blades there are. When it's a solid backed die like this, meaning you cannot see a window through it like this, it's solid. I mean, I can kind of see you, but not really, right? It has backing. You're able to use this precision base plate. Now, 2 dies. Why are there 2 dies? Let me show you. Let's say I wanted, well, let me see if I can even show you on one of these because it would make more sense. Oh, I get it. Here, let's do this. Vanessa will forgive us. Okay, let's pretend this is the front over here. Let's do it this way. This is the front of our card, okay? Isn't that pretty? We want to make something pretty out of it. So we are going to take our card. Oh gosh, this is not going to be a good idea. Okay, and we are going to take, that's not going to be a good idea because it's got fluffy on it. I don't want it to go through the machine and mess up. Okay, here we go. We'll make our own. Oh goodness. Okay, that's not going to work. I'm so picky. Okay, we're just gonna run it through. So you're gonna put this on a card base. We're gonna lay that down, but we're not gonna do this because look, I'm using the cutting pad and we're not gonna get perfect results. And I always want you to get perfect results. So what we're gonna do is I always just move this over because I'm lazy and I'm gonna lay this down. Now, I am using the magnetic platform. This is not recommended. You might wanna use your multi-purpose platform, but I'm going to. Anyway, here's a hint. This is magnetic on the bottom. This is metal on top. People seem to think that this is still going to be magnetic. Magnets don't go through other stuff, okay? It's a physics thing, but magnets don't go through other stuff. Because if they did, we'd all be moving to other magnets. That doesn't make sense. So magnets stop. The magnetic force stops once you put metal on it, okay? So don't think that this is going to be magnetic still. Okay, and then we're going to run this through. Now I'm on my magnetic platform and I'm running this through. La 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 la. La 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 la. And I cannot wait to show you what this is going to. Now look, I have confetti. Look! Poor Raina is going to have to clean that up. Okay, let me show you how awesome this is. Now, there is a chance some are going to stay in there. Give them a flick, and I do have a trash can. I'm going to prove to you I have a trash can. Because sometimes you guys don't believe me that I have a trash can. And I just flick them. If you want, you can get fancy and use the little brush. They're all cut, don't worry. Sometimes they get stubborn. There we go. Look! Look! Isn't that fun? Okay. I did prove to you that I have a trash can, though. Okay, look. Isn't that, oh, one left. Hang on. There we go. Isn't that fun? Isn't that awesome? Now you're thinking, Stephanie, I love that, but it's still in the paper. I don't want it in the paper. But wait, there's more. Because remember I said there's 2 dies? Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the same thing, clean your die first. Always clean this die after each time because once it gets filled up, it's not gonna be as good. So now we're gonna lay this down. And if you want to make sure it's perfectly straight, you can add some washi tape on top. I'm good, I don't need to. I'm gonna lay this down and we're gonna run this through. Now, here's a tip. If you're not gonna go all the way on your magnetic platform, make sure your die is all the way on it, because sometimes if it hangs off, it's not good. So we're gonna lay that down and we're gonna run this through. And here's more magic. Are you ready? And that's gonna fall. Okay, so we're running this through, la la la. Okay. Dun 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 dun. Lots of, and if it stays in there like that, that's kind of good because then you can clean it at the same time as you clean your die. So you can just kind of run it through. I prefer to flick because I think flicking is fun, but whatever. Some people, oh my gosh, look. Do not complain to me that it makes a lot of mess. I have confetti in my house. Okay, so we're gonna have to give this a couple little flicks. Oh gosh, she just vacuumed in here. I feel really bad. Okay, whatever. What can you do? Okay, so here we go. Got to prove to you that they all popped out. Okay, pop, pop. There we go. Look at that. Isn't that fantastic? Don't you love it? I love it. So then you can put it on your cards. Now, of course, it layers perfectly to your A2 size cards. I love it. I think it's fantastic. Now, if I wanted to, I could even use just the rectangle to die cut that out to do a layering behind that as well, okay? Thank you so much for joining me. This is so much fun. I'm gonna have to turn off the video and play a little bit more because I love this one. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.
Picture perfect sunny day. Everyone together. Color the blue sky, feeling the rain. Paint yourself a perfect picture. We can make it so much better. The future's ours to lose. All you can dream of, don't be afraid. Paint your picture, whatever you choose. We can paint the world a beautiful picture. Hold it up for everyone to view. We can paint the world a beautiful picture. Beautiful picture. Paint yourself a perfect picture too. Picture perfect photograph. Put your soul at ease. Sail stay this. Picture perfect sunny day. Everyone together. Color the blue sky, feeling the rain. Paint yourself a perfect picture. We can make it so much better. The future's ours to lose. All you can dream of, don't be afraid. Paint your picture, whatever you choose. We can paint the world a beautiful picture. Hold it up for everyone to view. We can paint the world a beautiful picture. Beautiful picture. Paint yourself a perfect picture too. Picture perfect photograph. Put your soul at ease. Sail stay this way forever. Living and loving however we please. We can paint the world a beautiful picture. Beautiful picture. Hold it up for everyone to view. We can paint the world a beautiful picture. Beautiful picture. Paint yourself a perfect picture too. We can paint the world a beautiful picture. Paint yourself a perfect picture.